Unfortunately, we live in a world where there are malicious people with malicious code ready to strike at any moment. But what if we could make malware that serves a much more moral purpose? A purpose of helping people, as opposed to what the name suggests. My solution is Project Ethmal, a piece of malware with purely ethical intentions. This project was one of immense skill and technique due to its high level of coding and network configuration. So in this video, I will be demonstrating the various steps I went through to develop a fully functional piece of malicious software. Before I could actually do anything, I needed to create a target machine for an attack, and so I decided that I would install the latest version of Ubuntu server onto an old HP ProDesk. To make this scenario more realistic and interesting, I assumed the role of a husband with a file server for his wife and kids. As you can see in the video, I am creating a list of directories with set permissions so that they can be remotely accessed from any device within the local area network. Now that the target machine has been configured, we can now move on to the attacking machine, running a 64-bit version of Kali Linux. In the following footage, you are able to see the use of a tool called Metasploit. Metasploit is a network utility used to test and provide information on security vulnerabilities within a system. As the file server is encrypted, I have used Metasploit as a means of finding a backdoor exploit to bypass any form of encryption that the machine might have. After using the backdoor exploit to disable the firewall and open up port 22, I was able to use PuTTY, an SSH client, to gather more information about the target system by connecting to it from the attacking machine. After several attempts of trying to compromise the target machine, I finally did, and even managed to cause it to crash and perform an abrupt system shutdown, as you can see in the screen capture. Throughout the project, I was lucky enough to find 9 exploits in the target system. Now that I have completed my project, I am considering making the source code available to the general public in order to assist people on open source platforms such as GitHub. This allows not only for its improvement, but also for its potential to influence others to develop their own ethical malware and spark up the conversation of cybersecurity and how it protects us as individuals. Despite being quite familiar with the various cybersecurity tools and implementations, this was still very much a learning experience for me. To conclude my video, I would like to sign off with a quote by computer scientist Newton Lee. As the world is increasingly interconnected, everyone shares the responsibility of securing cyberspace.